it decent, and this is an audio review on the book Cinnamon Gardens by Shyam Selvadurai. Now, before I get into my thoughts on this novel, I'd like to explain why I chose this book. Similar to the main protagonist, Lakshmi, I am also a Sri Lankan Tamil female. My original draw to the novel was to learn more about my home country, especially the days of colonial rule. My parents, the last generation to be born and raised in Sri Lanka, lived there after Sri Lanka had gained independence, so it was interesting to learn about the country's history I did not know of. I also find it interesting that a lot of these traditional patriarchal views that were common in the 1920s are still extremely common today. The book itself was an enjoyable, easy read. It deals with many serious themes, however, remains an entertaining novel with extremely sympathetic characters. I did find the plot lines to be rather overused, however, a forbidden love and a woman breaking gender norms. Anna Lakshmi is a progressive feminist who would rather focus on her career than find a suitable husband. Balendran, her uncle, seems to be a typical family man but harbors the secret of his homosexuality. Regardless, the story was set in a not as common location and offered insight to politics at the time, so the read is still worthwhile. Shyam Selvadurai writing also seems to take notes of Jane Austen in the sense that it feels like a British family drama. It also has many parallels to Louisa May Alcott's Little Women. Anna Lakshmi is much like the character Jo, more focused on breaking societal expectations and finding happiness with herself over with the husband. Anna Lakshmi's traditional sisters are also reminiscent of Jo's sisters, such as Amy, who aspire to find love. The author also does a fantastic job at weaving in other topics that were relevant during the time, such as the social, political, cultural, and historical events that took place in that era. The ending of the novel was also a tad bit underwhelming. The characters ended up where they started, with Anna Lakshmi having the same views but also having to come to grips with the patriarchal society and is unable to do anything about it. Balendran ends up having to cut ties with his lover Richard and returns to the life he had with his wife. Although the ending is realistic, it is quite disappointing for the novel. Overall, I would not say this is one of my favorite novels, but still an extremely enjoyable read. Anyone who is interested in historical fiction or simply looking for a light and easy book to pick up would enjoy this novel. Thank you.